But Nehemiah didn't just pray, he supplemented his prayers with action. He didn't just pray to God, he also posted a guard. Notice what it says in the text. He posted people. He says in verse 14, I looked and arose and said to the nobles and the officials, verse 13. So in the lowest parts of the space behind the wall and the open places, I stationed the people by their clans with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And he told them, don't be afraid of them. The Lord is great and awesome. He's going to protect us. So fight. Fight for your family. Fight for your kids. Fight for your wife. Fight for the vision. And so it's not enough to just pray. You supplement your prayers with action. James says that faith without works is dead. And so you're praying to God and you're posting a guard. A general rule of thumb that I like to remember is that I'm going to do everything that I can do, and I'm going to pray that God would do what only He can do. So there are things in this vision God's called me to that I don't have the resources, I don't have what it takes, I have inabilities, I don't have the strength, and so there are miracles that need to take place. So God, do whatever it is that only you can do. And as a demonstration of my faith that you're in this and that you're with me, I'm going to supplement my prayers with action. I'm going to do everything I can do. You notice Nehemiah wasn't one of those people that said, oh God, please just do it, just do it, just do it. Please do it, and just sit there. He didn't do that. That's a warped theology if you think you can just somehow pray and do nothing and God just fix it. Sometimes He does. But what Nehemiah is demonstrating is that you supplement your prayers with action. Pray to God, post a guard, build the wall, fight for the vision. It's the sword and the trowel. Charles Haddon Spurgeon. Anybody heard of Charles Haddon Spurgeon? Very mega preacher from back in the day before mega churches were cool. His sermons were published all over the world, and he ended up publishing a magazine called The Sword and the Trowel, which comes out of Nehemiah chapter 4. And the idea was that a trowel, those of you know what a trowel is, it's kind of what you spread concrete with when you're laying brick. You didn't know that, did you? I didn't either. I learned it. But you're laying your brick down with a trowel, but you also have a sword. So you're not just building, you're fighting. You're not just building your kids, teaching them, reading them Bible stories, loving them, but you're fighting. No, you can't date him. You will not marry him. You're not going to go to that party. You're the trowel and the sword. Not just building your marriage, not just going to counseling and saying nice things, but you're fighting against the enemy. You're fighting against the things that are going to destroy it. It's not just building a ministry and, hey, we're going to love everybody and we're going to do everything that's good and we're going to have Bible studies, but you're fighting off the wolves and you're taking out people who are going to hurt the vision in a kind way. No death. Sword in the trowel. Pray, post a guard, fight, and build. Supplement your prayers with action. And this sense of helplessness that so many of us feel whenever we're discouraged is overcome when you realize faith without works is dead. I'm going to post a guard. I'm going to say no to that teenager even though the relationship is fragile. I'm going to fight back. I'm going to supplement my prayers with action.